Hello. Good afternoon. So we're gonna be able to play for, I don't know, maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours. And then I will also stream again tonight. So, yeah, we shall see. I just want to play the game, so I know it's probably not great for like views because I'm not being like really consistent on like a schedule, but I want to play the game when I have time. I'm gonna play it. Oh, the loading screen. I can't remember where I left off last night. I got really tired and I was just playing it like without talking. Yesterday was probably really boring to watch, but like I was really tired. So I don't remember where I left off. Oh yeah. And there's always this. Log back in and I have the odd skin. Oh yeah, we were gonna go speak to Morgan. That's right. Take our dudes. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not good at talking during these parts, like quiet. Loading screens.
No.
What? Oh. I'm learning this is what I have to do to like get my skin the way I want it. I have to like load in twice or something. Well, it worked last time. I'm hoping it works this time. I had one of those like apple candies. Like the apple candy lollipops that are the apple caramel apple ones. And when you suck on them, they like wreck your mouth. Like I have a big cut right here on my cheek. And then I have some kind of an owie on the top of my mouth.
Oh, no. Where is everyone? What did the Venatori do to the Shadow Dragons?
Dude, if I got Viper killed, I'm gonna be really sad.
Shadow Dragons let the Venatori in here. Look around. Someone might have left us a clue.
A candle hop.
Curious about you and you of us. Other candle hops. Find, please.
Is this for us? Strange. He wants us to find more.
Okay. Word from Viper. Veilguard moving to eliminate us. No one is safe. I'll be waiting in the loading area near the docks. Meet me there, Hector.
Hector. He used to guard the pawn shop's entrance. Nev mentioned it.
Oh yeah,
He was
Hector.
waiting for
He was
someone
standing
near
right
the
here.
market. He might still be there.
Oh no. Oh no,
The
doggo.
light drawn echoes back. In aeternum. This will not stand.
I didn't know I could think even less of the Venatori.
It's bad out here. So many dead or injured after the dragon. Now Venatori grab anyone they please.
I'm sure you have business somewhere, elsewhere.
Wait, we know her. Don't we?
Agree, Warden. Are you alright?
You're Rook. I'm Vesta.
What happened?
I'm here to help the Shadow Dragons, fighting Darkspawn in the catacombs. There weren't many when we started, but then the others said to run. Get help. We can't leave the Darkspawn if they escape into the city.
We won't let them.
Just sit tight.
Will do.
Up there. Rana, how are you?
I'm surviving. Beyond that, I'm sure you've heard enough sad stories. I was injured during the attack, but I've recovered enough. I'm trying to help where I can.
Please.
It must haunt you, Davrin, knowing the blight inside you will be your end someday.
Spite could be yours.
Could be. But as a Grey Warden, it will be.
How do you know so much about wardens?
We've done business.
They hired you?
There was a contract.
Were they the mark?
It's complicated. Another time.
More of that, Rook!
What can we print that's not avoiding saying certain things about a certain cult? The alternative is execution. Read between the lines, though.
Oh. Dang.
More executions.
What's up, Legos?
Dance act astounds audience.
Trying to get a few hours in, maybe 1 or 2 playing. Had some time.
And now a dragon. Anything need doing? I heard some people lost their homes. I wish there was something I could do.
What could you do anyway?
Meeting more again.
Why did Morgan want to meet in Minrathous? Isn't she helping the Veil Jumpers in Arlathan?
Indeed. But today we have a guest, and she needed the anonymity that only a city provides.
Well, look who it is.
Good to see you, Lace.
Rook, you remember how Varric and I served the Inquisition? Well, this is Inquisitor Adar, the woman who led us all.
Your surname is Adar? We have a Kunari on the team who breathes fire, and the Kunari call her an Adari.
I've earned my share of rumors, but no one has ever said I breathed fire. A Harding mentioned Tash, though. I'd love to meet her when matters are less pressing.
When matters are less pressing indeed.
Morrigan and Harding have told me about what you've accomplished since taking over for Varric. You've put together an impressive team, and you've got the best chance, maybe the only chance, to stop Elganon and Gillenane.
I won't let you down.
Don't worry about me. Worry about the people you've recruited, and about the people depending on you. I only sealed the breach because I had people like Cassandra, Leliana, and Cullen with me from the start. Without Dorian's magic and Josephine's diplomacy, we never would have come together to stop Corypheus. Years later, I had to disband the Inquisition, but I never lost the friends who had gotten me through it all. Ultimately, they're the only ones you can really count on. Do right by them, and you'll find your way.
We've got the makings of a good team, I think. We'll do our best.
And while you do so, Rook, the Inquisitor will do her best to ensure that the rest of the world remains intact. A daunting prospect, given that most of the South is under siege by Darkspawn.
It's that bad?
If not for the Inquisitor, the South would have collapsed completely. She has not been idle while you assembled your team.
If the South is in such turmoil, why come up here just to talk? And how did you get here so fast?
Did you think you were the only one to unlock the secrets of the Illuvians?
Morgan helped the Inquisition use the Illuvians to travel.
While I lack the Dreadwolf's Viravus, I may still scurry between the walls of this world to be where I might do the most good. The Inquisitor asked to meet you, and I thought it might help you to meet her.
I've been having trouble getting people in authority to listen to us. If you help with some of your political strength...
My political strength? Tevinter hates me. The Venatori helped make sure of that. And while I have a few friends in the Wardens, their leadership hasn't much cared for me since we clashed at Adamant Fortress.
The Inquisitor did not come all this way to leave you with empty words, however. She brought something no one else could.
A wolf statuette. We've found others like it in the crossroads. Where'd you find yours?
I found it right around the time Solus's ritual failed, when he was pulled into the Fade. We've examined the magic, and it's tied to the Veil. To him. Somehow.
Solus is ancient, and his magic is part of him in a way far beyond that of mortals. I suggest you take it to the crossroads and see if something in the lighthouse calls to it. Perhaps it will yield some insight into your new ally.
Solus is trapped in the Fade. He's not my biggest concern at the moment.
Solus is trapped in your dreams, and while he cannot match Elganon or Gillenane in strength, he is far more cunning. He is the Dreadwolf. He led a rebellion that lasted centuries. How many times do you think the gods thought him trapped and helpless?
I considered Solus a friend. I'd hoped to convince him to see reason. It's too late for that now. But still, if this can give you some insight, help you understand him, whatever it turns out to be, I hope that it helps.
We should go, Inquisitor. The armies in the south need you.
Right. Harding, stay sharp. You're my eyes in the north.
Always, Inquisitor.
Rook, good luck. If I come across anything else that can help, you'll be the first to know.
Thank you.
That was cool. I kind of expected her to say a little more about Solus. I really wonder, in my next playthrough, I might say that I romanced Solus in Inquisition just to see what the Inquisitor says. Because that would be really interesting to me.
We should take a break. Head back to the lighthouse for a bit. Gonna be singing that song every time we have to go to the lighthouse now. It's a song we sing at my church.
Rook, just got word. First Warden's calling everyone back to Weishaupt. Everyone except me, seems like. Guess the First Warden didn't like me joining your team.
Calling Wardens back from all over Thedas is a big step. Did he give any reason why?
Not exactly, but I've heard rumors of a massive Darkspawn horde on the move. Even hearing there's an Archdemon with them.
We need to warn the Wardens. Let them know what's coming.
Agreed. Rook, if the gods have an Archdemon, Warden lore says Archdemons only show up during a blight. Doesn't say anything about elven gods. Seems like the rules have changed, and we're going in blind. We need to know what we're up against.
I'll talk to Solus. See if he knows anything about any of this. Make sure the others are ready to move.
Rook, though the circumstances prompting our meeting are perhaps not what either of us would have chosen, I am glad we did meet. I hear from Varric, of course. Harding spoke and continue to speak highly of you.
You cannot do this, Algernon. You swore that we would give up our commands when this horrific war was over.
Our people need our leadership. If you're unwilling, leave.
Our people must rebuild, and we must help unite them.
So, we did not fight for freedom, but to conquer this land and our own.
We fought to win, and now the Evanuris are as gods. I do not answer to Mythal's annoying lapdog.
The people are afraid. They must believe in something.
They need strength.
And wisdom.
They need gods who can protect them.
We are not gods. You will learn that.
Every lapdog hides a wolf inside.
That was strange. They were speaking Elven, but I understood it.
I believe we have experienced a memory in each of our native languages.
Not just any memory. One of the Dread Wolves.
And the mages who declared themselves my gods? Well, mine and Davrin's, and Rook's.
They were supposed to protect people. Instead, they seized power. Assholes.
It was so mundane. Nothing grand or cosmic. No setting fire to the sun, just talking, politics. I wish they were monsters. Something grand and terrible. Seeing them like that, they're no better than Tevinter nobles.
But no worse, either. They were people. And people can let you down.
All right. What else can we take from this memory?
Elgernon was hungry for power. Did anything he could to get it, and to hold on to it.
Then Solus, furious at Elganon's installing himself as a despot, started his rebellion.
There's another moving part in this. Mythal. She was keeping the peace.
Mythal and Solus were close. The Inquisition found a temple to Mythal, and there were wolf statues everywhere.
Then she sides with Elgernon over him. A betrayal.
It sounded like Solus was loyal to Mythal. What did Elganon call him? Mythal's lapdog? And then she grabs power alongside Elganon instead of standing for her principles. I'd be angry too.
Angry enough to start a rebellion?
That's not how he'd see it. He didn't destroy the world. Elganon did. Solus did what he considered necessary to stop him.
Solus would try to justify what he did, but he'd also blame himself for what happened.
Perhaps these murals aren't simply memories. They're what Solus wishes to forget.
His regrets. That means they're a way to learn his weak points.
Why are we worried about Solus? He's trapped.
Right. But the Dread Wolf was the god of trickery. He's looking for a way out. Bet on it.
Meanwhile, keep your eyes open in the crossroads. If there's a way to restore the rest of these murals, Solus would have kept it in his hideaway. It'd be nice to get inside his head for a change.
Interesting. I wanted to see if Barrick had anything to say about the Inquisitor.
Don't panic. Things always seem impossible. Just fight one battle at a time.
How fares your battle?
The gods are moving against Weishaupt and the Grey Wardens. We've heard rumors the Darkspawn are being led by an archdemon.
And you have questions?
I need to know how archdemons relate to the gods. Are they just like the blighted dragons, or are they something else? I also need to know how to deal with the gods if they show up at Weishaupt.
I propose a bargain. I will answer your question if you answer mine.
What?
How are the Grey Wardens? Do they understand the truth of the danger yet?
I've gotten a few of them to come around.
A few of them?
We've even got a Grey Warden on the team now. Davrin.
But the Grey Wardens as a whole still do not trust you yet, as I feared.
We're making progress.
When I asked why you should be trusted to lead the fight, you said that nobody else was doing it. That sufficed for me, but you will need more to convince the Grey Wardens. They see themselves as destined to lead this battle. You cannot defeat Elganan and Gillenane without the Wardens. What will you do to bring them to your side?
I don't have to convince all of them. I just have to convince the First Warden.
Or remove him.
Enjoyable as that is to imagine, I doubt the rest of the Wardens would approve.
Did you know the Evanuris once numbered many more than those whose names survive in the Elven Pantheon? One warlord was particularly cruel. I sought to free his slaves, but so fearsome was his reputation that none would join me.
What did you do?
I made people laugh at him.
How did that help?
For 12 years. Every sound near him, from whispered pleas to shouted oaths to crackling fire, all became mocking laughter. His mind broke under the ridicule, and when he fell, his slaves rose up and joined me.
I doubt laughter is going to work on the First Warden.
If not that, then what?
I can't force the First Warden to listen. I have to let the Wardens try it their way.
And how many Wardens will die before the First Warden realizes his mistake?
I've done everything I can to reason with him.
I once warned an elven village that Gillenane was coming and they were in danger. They would not listen. I had to watch as their bodies twisted, as their shrieks turned into the grunting of animals. Their eyes were the worst part. They were still aware. They knew what had been done to them. I gained little peace from knowing that I had tried to warn them. Is that what you hoped for?
No. I have to find a way to get through to them.
Then what will you do?
All I can really do is keep trying to get through to them.
Have you ever ridden home in a wagon and felt the streets go from paved to dirt beneath the wheels? The horse is slow, and everything grows quiet as you're near home. What do you call that feeling?
I don't really have a word for it.
No, you do not. Elganan destroyed that emotion. He burned it from the mind of every living being. There were spirits of that feeling, just as there are spirits of joy, or fear, or despair. I begged them to fight.
What happened to them?
They waited too long. Without the emotion in this world to focus on, they faded until nothing remained. When you grow quiet, it is a part of your soul reaching for a feeling and finding emptiness. Because I failed.
I understand. I'm not going to fail.
How? What will you do?
Whatever it takes.
Easily said. But it will have to be enough for now. You have answered my question, and I owe you an answer in return.
Yes. The old gods of Tevinter, the archdemons.
There never were Tevinter gods. The archdemons, as you call them, were always merely the weapons of the Evanuris.
All right. Let's hope we can find the gods before they find their weapons.
Unfortunately, the Dragon Thrall's life force is bound to the Evanuris as both power and protection. You will not be able to kill or likely even harm one of the Evanuris until their dragon thrall is slain.
What can you tell me about the archdemons themselves?
Each is different, shaped by the whims and ego of its master. Elganon is the Lord of Tyranny. He would have ruled alone had Mythal not forced him to share power. Those who are strong, he molds into dictators themselves, with visions of godhood. Those who are weak, he crushes. His archdemon reflects him. It is huge to feed his ego, the epitome of dragonkind, bent to his will.
Damn. Tell me what you really think of the guy.
He is cruelty and arrogance personified. All of the Evanuris were flawed, but he made all of them worse. By contrast, Gillenane was a servant of Andrew, whose skill at making monsters earned her promotion to the Evanuris. She is brilliant, ambitious, and unconstrained by anything you would understand as morality. In a kinder world, you would never need to see what she has done to her archdemon. In this world, I only hope you kill it quickly. In any event, the Evanuris will not be vulnerable until their archdemons are dead.
The old stories of the Tevinter gods have them whispering in the dreams of ancient magisters. How did they do that? If they were just tools of the elven gods?
The archdemons were once high dragons. The Evanuris bound them as a source of power. When I imprisoned the gods, their dragons remained free. That was my mistake.
How so?
I never bound a dragon to myself, for I believed that to enslave another creature was immoral. As such, I did not understand the power that connection gave. I thought the prison I had made was perfect. But their dragons were the conduit through which they spoke to dreaming minds.
Any other surprises we should know about?
Even with their dragons dead, the Evanuris are powerful and well protected. You will need to use my dagger, the one you recovered. It can pierce their enchantments and strike them down.
All right. Kill the archdemons, then use the dagger to take down the gods.
Even a single opportunity to strike the Evanuris down will be rare, fleeting, and costly. You will not have another chance to catch them unawares. When you strike, you must be fully prepared.
Try and get an hour or so streamed this afternoon, and then I'm gonna stream again tonight. Those loading screens are killing me. Hmm. Oops. Okay.
I was not certain you would come.
You were the one who walked away. I never turn my back when my friend needs me.
The Evanurus seek the magic of the Blight.
Impossible. The Blight is safely sealed away forever.
Though I wish I could believe you. I have sensed the breaking of the wards.
I will investigate your claims. If they forget the danger of the Blight, I will endeavor to remind them.
What if, instead, you left the Evanurus and remained with me? Do you not wish for freedom from this struggle?
Be at peace, love. I will stop them.
As you must. The Blight is our mistake.
Did Mythal call Solus love in that memory?
That's what it sounded like.
So they were doing it. The elven gods were free with their emotions. They felt things deeply. The way they expressed things, well, it feels romantic to us, but that wasn't really how it was. Back then, I mean.
Nah, they were doing it.
Oh, they were absolutely doing it.
Being with someone you're rebelling against? Doesn't sound like Solus.
He also met her in secret and talked about how they could run off together.
It sounded so tragic and romantic.
Oh, wait. Never mind. That does sound like him.
So the Dread Wolf goes to Mythal. They might be fighting, but they have history.
And he warns her about the other gods using the Blight. That's more important than his rebellion. It's like kingdoms coming together when an archdemon rises.
Mythal didn't think it was possible. She said the Blight was sealed away. There's an old legend about it. Davrin, the one with Andrul's armor. Not sure it matters.
We're deep in elven lore already. What's the legend say?
Right. Well, Andrul was the goddess of the hunt. She put on armor, magic armor, made us something called the Void, drove her mad.
I remember this one. The other gods were afraid Andrul would turn on them. She was doing all kinds of horrible things, causing plagues. It does sound like the Blight.
Well, it all ends with Mythal fighting Andrul. After, Mythal turned into a dragon.
She what? Why didn't you start with that?
Anyway, she took Andrul's armor away. Then Andrul's madness left, and peace returned.
Intriguing. So it's possible Andrul stumbled onto the magic of the Blight.
And when Andrul went mad, Mythal took it from her and locked it away.
Until someone started using it again.
Okay. Solus warns Mythal about the other gods using the Blight. It's not just bad, it's something bad he feels responsible for. The Blight was our mistake.
How is the Blight their mistake? Did they find it? Did they make it? What does that mean?
Whatever it was, it convinced Mythal to take him seriously.
So Mythal goes off to investigate what Solus says. Then, what? It's too clean.
Seems plenty messy with them doing it.
But this isn't just a memory. It's something Solus wanted to hide. What's the crime? What did we see here that he feels guilty about?
I think I might know. When the Inquisitor was saving the world from the breach, she met Mythal.
What? Like in a dream?
It was complicated. She helped the Inquisition. There was a magic pond and a dragon. Nice. The point is, she also said the other elven gods betrayed her, killed her.
Okay, sorry, point of order. If they killed Mythal, how was she still around to help the Inquisition?
Elven god magic? She'd spent centuries gathering strength and sharing people's bodies, I think.
If it was a truly benign possession, that speaks to her character.
Solus tried to do the right thing by warning Mythal about the other gods using the Blight, but he got her killed.
Well, it's not just that she died.
What do you mean, Tosh?
It's... Ugh. There was stuff he wanted to tell her, but he waited too long, and then she was dead. He never got to make it right. That twists you up.
That's it. There's our crime.
Doesn't really tell us anything we can use, though.
We know more than we did. That's something.
Then I guess we keep our eyes open if we come across more of these memories.
It's cold.
Yep.
I hate keeping watch here. Tops doesn't believe me, but I swear the statue's eyes follow me at night. Why'd they build a castle around that thing anyways, and maybe a city of elves? But I know the dead wolf when I see him. Dread wolf.
Is there anywhere the Dreadwolf doesn't worm his way into?
Ravane is on pretty good terms with the Dalish clans. We get elven stuff here and there.
So, Tosh, you're the dragon hunter of this outfit.
Yep. And you do monsters.
Seems our work's going to overlap.
No, it's not. I handle dragons. You kill monsters. And darkspawn.
Dragons are monsters.
What? No, dragons are natural. Been around longer than we have. Darkspawn and monsters are just Vashidon that came later.
Fair enough, but I'll handle any archdemons we meet.
Fine. But I get to help.
Make it hurt.
Since you said you already had a weaponry covered, we sent most mineral supplies. This should give you what you need. Blah, 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 blah. Here's causing trouble for that. Okay.
These are the crows that were supposed to be picking up supplies.
Looks like they were ambushed.
Was Calderon, myself, chased here. We've got food, water for a day or two. But Jonas are real bad. I think she got Maribel. How does something that big come out of nowhere?
Get ready to fight.
Here we go.
Not bad, Shadow Dragon.
Warden's victory! to talk about Hassan.
What'd he do now?
It's what you did. You're not feeding him right.
Well, what are you talking about? That griffin eats better than I do. He had steak last night.
Yes. You're giving him too much meat. He needs more fiber.
And what makes you an expert on griffin dietary needs?
His poop smells wrong.
Never mind. Yet I asked. Wonder if they could spare a few waterfalls for the Anderfels.
The boss has attempted to help us. The boss and Teresa. I will not have the butcher complaining. Okay.
Looks like the Antom got the supplies that were meant for the crows.
Let's take back those supplies. Pay the Antom a visit.
Another of those Fen Harel altars.
I'm sorry, what? Pretty chilly. Hmm. You cold? I didn't mean to do that. Okay, honey.
What's up? Hey. Some for you. Some for you. Hey, don't be a dick. That was for the little one. Stupid birds.
Here, let me.
You gotta spread it out. Throw it out in a clump and they fight over it.
I know how to do it.
So do it. Sometimes I practice with the fire out here. It's safer. No people around. Lots of water.
Is it magic, or...?
It's not magic. My mother says the Kunari used to be closer to dragons. Something in our blood.
The Anton called you a Dari?
Yeah. Old Kunari word for fire breather. A few like me are born every generation. My mother thinks Adari were meant for something special. She's always looking through the old texts for clues. Come on. Don't want to scare the birds. My mother left the Qun not far from here. She got herself transferred to Kontar from Parvalan. Smuggled me there and then walked out.
I thought Kontar was well fortified. How did she escape with a child?
Qun isn't a prison. People can leave if they want.
I think I'm gonna have to reload this area. Woo! Struggle bus at the moment.
My mother left the Qun not far from here. She got herself transferred to Kontar from Parvalan. Smuggled me there and then walked out.
I thought Kontar was well fortified. How did she escape with a child?
Qun isn't a prison. People can leave if they want. little guy's hungry.
Do you miss living under the Qun?
Not much to miss. I was a baby. My mother misses it. She was an Ashkari back then. A scholar.
Why'd she leave?
Me. There's enough for all of you. Shathan was worried about what the Qunari would do with a fire breather like me.
What would they do?
She said they'd have me put in the Antam, use me as a berserker. The idea scared her enough that she left her library and walked away from the Qun. Hey.
Sorry.
Come on. Over here's where I practice.
Why not on the beach?
The birds just ate. Scare them any more than you already did and they'll be crapping everywhere. What the crap is that?
The Antam must be marking their territory.
Not on my beach. Vashvatari! Come on. These banners need to burn. Let's see if it burns.
Nice. What does it feel like when you breathe fire like that?
It's more like spitting.
Ew.
Something inside my throat opens up and lets stuff mix together. Then there's this rush of heat as I roar it out.
I'm surprised it doesn't hurt your mouth to do that.
It can. One time my tongue got in the way. Got a mouthful of fire.
Ooh, ouch.
Didn't hurt much. My mother has to make food extra spicy so I can taste it.
And I guess that's the trade-off for being a fire breather.
It's fine. I smell stuff better than most people.
Translate from Quonlet. Slow blink seems to say I'm going to eat you, little fish. Purr, soft, soothing friend. Oh, good little kitty.
An Antam supply cache. Too bad it's locked up.
Not for long. Watch.
Hit it, Tosh.
I'm on it.
Wow. It burned right through it.
Yep. Melt some metals, not all.
How'd you figure out which kinds of metals you could melt?
My mother said I went through a lot of spoons as a baby. This way.
More birds to feed?
Something like that. Karash, it's Tosh. I brought food.
Avatosh, it's good you came early. The feather clouds are getting lower. It's going to rain. Who is this with you?
This is Rook. She's a friend.
A friend? All right. Make sure you both dress for rain. Drip rain, not mist rain.
Nice to meet you.
And you.
Karash was a worker caste navigator. Got dragged along with the Antam when they invaded.
They told us it was ordered by the Qun. I was not taught war. I was taught the weather. Red clouds for thunder, gray clouds for rain. Green clouds for the devouring storm. And black clouds for the Antam cannons. After what they did in Ventus, I ran away.
I'm sorry the Antam did that to you.
I do not have my old life or work, but I remember who I am. The Antam have lost even that.
You saw their banners? They're in the area.
I will not be seen.
Okay. Let me know if they bother you.
I am at peace, Evatash. I have the clouds to watch and fish to eat.
More than just fish. Here you go. Shathan said to eat the fruit before it spoils.
I like the cookies better.
Everyone likes the cookies better.
I'll eat the fruit. Thank you, Evatash.
Panahedan. I'll see you soon.
So the dragon hunter has a softer side.
The Kyun says you take care of people.
So you're a little Kunari, a little Rivani, and a little dragon?
Yeah?
I get that.
Come on. I should tell my mother how Karash is doing. So how do you get it?
I had to leave most of my old life behind when I joined the Shadow Dragons. And now I'm fighting elven gods. So you take what works from each part, right?
Yeah.
Look beyond the sea, white clouds race across the sky, forget can't smoke.
I had to take Kunari language classes growing up. I had to learn how to tie these stupid knots. It wasn't so bad when the Kunari and Ravain were at peace. Now the Antam have broken from the Kyun and started attacking. People look at me like they're scared I'll switch sides.
That's their loss. People who have only ever been one thing will never know how big the world is.
Yeah? Maybe.
Hey, kitty.
Mother, what are you doing here?
You used to call me Tama.
I also used to wet the bed. Want me to start that up again?
I'd rather you didn't. Not that it's my business. She's not in my...
She always did like the flustered ones. In truth, Evitash's tastes are quite varied, although it is uncommon for her to be attracted to men.
Mother.
Perhaps because in some ways, she acts more like a man herself.
Why are you here?
I came to ask Karash about the tablet your group recovered. I wondered if some of the symbols might be used among the Antam.
Be gentle. Don't make him talk about the war.
I see the wisdom of your suggestion. I also see that you used your fire again. Chakra Toebra.
Chakra Toebra.
Remember to keep your consonants crisp. Kunari do not slouch, and neither does our language. Panahedan, Evitash. You did well bringing Karash his food.
Sorry. She's like that.
She's very involved in your life.
Yeah.
It was nice to meet Karash.
Yeah. It was. Got it.
Heard you took Rook to see your mom.
What? No, she just showed up.
Awkward. You're trying to be badass for the boss and save the world, and there's Mom.
Correcting your posture.
And how I pronounce words.
Even better.
Stupid. Whatever. Eyes up.
Never saw. Nice move, Rook.
All right.
Door's sealed, but I'll bet the Warden's left a clue around.
Been here for 3 days now, and I am so close. I can feel it. The treasure the old records talked about is behind these doors.
Here to open it. Okay, Tosh. I can't believe I'm asking this, but what's wrong with Hassan's spore?
They're watery and smell sour. He needs fiber to soak up water and keep his gut clean.
And you know how Griffin's spore should smell because...
I've smelled it in dragons who got injured and couldn't eat right.
Huh. Say you're right. What would you give him?
Apples, carrots, sweet potatoes, maybe pumpkin.
Hassan goes for meat and gingerwort truffles. Doesn't matter how hard I try. He doesn't like vegetables.
Nobody likes vegetables. You still gotta eat them. Watch yourself. Trouble coming.
More of that!
Hey, they had one of the crows prisoner. She's still alive.
The Arntom kept me alive so they could use me to trick Ravain into sending more supplies. I didn't think anyone was coming.
The Lords of Fortune wouldn't abandon you. It's the least we could do for the crows.
Thank you for your timely arrival. I'll get the supplies to Treviso and pay back the Arntom there.
Okay.
Can't do this without a wisp.
Huh. Looks like we made a door.
A sight you never see hunting in the deep roads. I'm in the wrong business. Hey, I think you were right about Hassan's gut issues. I got him to start eating carrots. He seems to have more energy.
Good.
He also crapped out some orange spore the size of a dinner plate in Emmerich's room.
Nice! Good, Griffin.
There. Whatever the Warden sealed, we've opened.
Oh.
Is Harding all right? I don't want to say that she's scaring me more than usual, but she is.
Rook, interested in visiting the Memorial Gardens?
What are you up to?
I must tend to some rites in the necropolis. I'd like to show you its more peaceful side.
What are the odds there's treasure behind that waterfall? What was that Warden business you were talking about, Lucanus?
Not all of your order meets their end so nobly.
What does that mean?
Some would rather leave before the Blight takes them. The Crows oblige.
Wait, you're saying they hire you to...
They're both the client and the mark.
What?
They make a choice. We oblige them.
I don't want to know anymore.
Targets ahead.
Take it to them! Way to get it done.
That probably hurt.
Someone clearly wanted us to do something with skulls or torches or something. Might be worth looking around.
Johannes, how do you decide when one of your targets deserves to die?
Usually when the client pays up front.
I'm serious. Do you just kill anyone?
No, there has to be merit.
Merit? Who decides that?
The Talon of the house.
And then you just carry out the order?
It's my job.
Must be tough to sleep at night.
All right, I think we're gonna call it here. We'll head back to the lighthouse, and then I'll plan on streaming later tonight. We'll go to Wessel Hop or whatever it's called. All right. I will catch you guys in the next stream. Oh, goodbye.